All right, good morning, guys. The last part of this packet is going to be due tomorrow. To fill out the CER chart, the first thing just says claim. What does the evidence appear to say? So the question you're trying to answer is how much time is spent in each phase of the cell cycle? Well, the claim that you guys need to say is something along the lines of, let me make my font a little larger here. Cells spend the most time in blank phase at so many minutes, followed by blank phase at so many minutes, based off of whatever you calculated in your data table up here using this time section. So everybody's answers may be slightly different. That's okay. It all needs to be based off of your data, but that's all you need to put for what does the evidence appear to say. Then for evidence and actual data down here in the corner, you need to describe how we got that data and how we used it. So you would say something along the lines of, I looked at blank number of cells, so however many cells you actually looked at. And then describe what we did. We counted cells in each phase of the cell cycle and then used this formula, and you can put this formula in there, to convert those cell counts to times. And that supports where your actual claim comes from. For the reasoning, it says connect claim to biological principles. This is where you're going to say, I would bet, everybody's going to say, interphase takes the most time because, and then you need to talk about what actually happens in interphase that takes so long. Why is interphase such a long phase? What do we know? Your notes are going to be helpful. And then you might say, just do the longest and the shortest. Whatever of yours ends up being the shortest, say it's the shortest because here's what has to happen, which doesn't take very long. That's it for the CER. We do these because they show up on the EOC. So I like you guys to have a little bit of practice at what these look like before you get to the EOC. The rest of this is a little bit tough, and I'm not going to lie. You need to have attempted the rest of this packet with effort by class time tomorrow. And you're going to get a participation grade for having this completed. If it's not completed, you get a 0 for the participation grade, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hang on. Oh my gosh. So you need to read through this. How does it used in cancer studies? Read through all the information. This formula here, this mitotic index formula, is going to be really important for this data table. And then you need to attempt these questions, which includes trying to read this graph. The graph is a lot easier to read if you read the graph title here on the side as well. Do your best, put in effort, and I'm going to check them at the beginning of class tomorrow. So if you're not done, you're going to take a 0 on the participation side of that, and then we will chat through them, maybe adjust some answers, things like that before we turn them in. If you have any questions, please send me an email. If we have any issues in lab, the sub is going to let me know. So please don't have any issues in lab, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow.